Hey everyone, welcome back to VIP Vault, your home for all things celebrity, where glitz meets the headlines. We're pausing the glamour to honor the incredible stars we've lost in early 2025. Some of these passings shocked the world, others broke hearts in silence. But every name we mention today left a mark that will echo long after the spotlight fades. Grab a tissue, hit that like button, and let's remember the legends, one by one. Let's begin with the tragic passing of the Vivian, born James Lee Williams.
My name is Vivian, I'm 26 years old and I'm from a gorgeous little fishing village called Liverpool.
For fans of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, the Vivian wasn't just the first winner, she was a cultural reset. She brought biting wit, fierce fashion, and old-school drag glamour with a modern twist. After taking the crown in 2019, the Vivian became a global face of UK drag. You may have seen her dazzling audiences on tours across Europe, and even making cheeky appearances on British panel shows. But behind the fabulous persona was a story of resilience. The Vivian was open about struggles with addiction and mental health, topics often brushed under the sequined rug in the entertainment world. Her death at 32 from cardiac arrest linked to ketamine use sent shockwaves across the drag community. It sparked conversations about substance use, mental health, and the pressures of public life, even in spaces that celebrate self-expression. Tributes poured in, from drag race queens like Barga Chips to RuPaul himself. And let's be real, there will never be another Vivian with that perfect blend of sass and heart. Next, we honor the unforgettable Val Kilmer, who passed away at 65. Val wasn't just an actor, he was a force.
A man's gotta go his own way. A friend taught me that.
Whether he was flying fighter jets in Top Gun or brooding behind the bat mask in Batman Forever, Kilmer brought intensity and unpredictability to every role. His turn as Jim Morrison in The Doors, pure rockstar chaos. And did you know he actually sang all the vocals himself? Oliver Stone was flawed, and so were we. Off camera, Kilmer was enigmatic, famously method, often reclusive, and always artistic. In recent years, he battled throat cancer, losing his voice and undergoing a tracheotomy. But he didn't let that stop him. Through AI technology and sheer willpower, he returned for Top Gun, Maverick, in one of the most emotionally charged scenes of the film. His passing in April left co-stars like Tom Cruise devastated, according to close sources. We're left remembering a man who didn't just act, he lived his characters. Now, let's talk about a name that paved the way for pop provocateurs long before it was mainstream, Jill Soiel. Her 1995 hit, I Kissed a Girl, wasn't just catchy, it was groundbreaking. While Katy Perry may have brought the phrase back into pop culture, Soiel's version told a much more intimate, vulnerable story. She gave queer narratives a soft, smart voice in a time when the industry wasn't exactly LGBTQ+ friendly. Beyond her radio hits, Soiel was a sharp satirist. Her songs tackled politics, feminism, religion, no topic was off limits. In later years, she created an off-Broadway musical, F7th Grade, exploring her awkward, rebellious youth through music and comedy. Tragically, Jill passed away at 66 in a house fire in Minneapolis. While the details remain limited, her impact is crystal clear. She walked so many others could sprint across the charts. In a statement, her longtime friend Margaret Cho said, "She made the world a little weirder, and a lot more wonderful." Let's give a standing ovation for a true TV trailblazer, Ruth Buzzy. If you grew up watching Laugh In, you'll never forget Gladys Ormsby, the feisty old lady with a purse that packed a punch. Buzzy's slapstick comedy, paired with her signature scowl, made her a household name in the 60s and 70s. But her talents didn't stop at sketch comedy. She voiced animated characters, appeared on Sesame Street, and even guest starred on The Muppet Show. Ruth was also a legend behind the scenes. Known for her kindness and humility, she kept a low profile in her later years, retiring to a Texas ranch with her husband. When she passed at 88, many fans admitted they thought she was already gone, only to feel the loss even deeper. Her influence still resonates with today's comedians. Kathy Griffin once said Buzzy taught her that women could be funny and fearless. This one stunned reality TV fans. Kirk Maida's, the heart of Floribama Shore, passed at just 33. Known for his laid-back vibe, hilarious one-liners, and surprisingly deep moments of reflection, Kirk brought authenticity to a genre that often thrives on the opposite. Off-camera, he was a father, a loyal friend, and a musician dabbling in the Atlanta scene. Sources say his death was due to complications from necrotizing pancreatitis, an aggressive and painful condition. Castmates Cody and Nilsa shared emotional posts, calling him the glue of their crew. And fans remember him for his realness, never afraid to call out BS, but always ready to make you laugh. We remember filmmaker Jeff Berner, a name many might know as the creative mind behind The Little Hours, Life After Beth, and other indie dark comedies. But beyond his credits, he was also known as the longtime partner, turned estranged husband, of actress Aubrey Plaza. Jeff's films were weird in the best way, a medieval nun comedy starring Aubrey and Alison Brie. Only Berner could pull that off. His writing walked the fine line between absurd and insightful. His unexpected passing by suicide at 47 brought fresh attention to mental health challenges in Hollywood, especially among creatives. Aubrey Plaza has remained silent, asking for privacy, but the indie film community has come forward in waves of tributes. Let's take a moment to honor Steve Pepu, the Emmy-winning writer whose pen brought to life some of television's most beloved characters. Steve passed away at 68 on May 3, 2025, outside his home in Powell, Kansas, after a 2-year battle with cardiac amyloidosis, a rare heart condition. Steve's journey began in Kansas City, Missouri, and after graduating from Kansas State University, he ventured to Los Angeles, where he managed drive-in movie theaters before breaking into television writing. His career took off with contributions to shows like Alf, It's Gary Shandling's Show, and Roseanne. However, it was his work on The Simpsons that earned him a Primetime Emmy for the episode Homer vs. Lisa and the Eighth Commandment. Beyond that, Steve co-created The Wild Thornberrys, an animated series that inspired a generation to explore and appreciate the natural world. Steve has a wife, Mary Stevenson, his brothers, stepchildren, and 5 grandchildren. His storytelling blended humor with heart, leaving an indelible mark on the animation industry. His legacy continues to influence writers and animators worldwide. Next, we remember Valyria Morquez, a 23-year-old Mexican beauty influencer whose life was tragically cut short during a TikTok livestream on May 13, 2025. Valyria was broadcasting from her beauty salon, Blossom the Beauty Lounge, in Zapopan, Jalisco, when 2 individuals posing as deliverymen entered. One of them, claiming to have an expensive gift, opened fire, fatally shooting her multiple times. Valyria had amassed nearly 200,000 followers across TikTok and Instagram, sharing makeup tutorials and lifestyle content that resonated with many. Her vibrant personality and entrepreneurial spirit made her a rising star in the beauty community. Her untimely death has sparked outrage and brought attention to the alarming rates of gender-based violence in Mexico, where femicide remains a critical issue. The investigation into her murder is ongoing, with authorities treating it as a potential femicide. Valyria's legacy lives on through the countless individuals she inspired, and her story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by women, both online and offline. Lastly, we pay tribute to Billy Moffat, a young and passionate aspiring jockey whose promising career was tragically halted. Billy's death marks the 3rd fatal incident in 4 years at Warren Greatrex's Lambourn stables, casting a somber shadow over the racing community. Known for his dedication and love for horses, Billy's sudden passing has prompted an outpouring of grief and calls for increased attention to the mental and physical well-being of young athletes in the racing industry. His family has appealed for emotional and financial support during this difficult time, highlighting the need for systemic changes to protect and support those pursuing careers in this demanding sport. Billy's legacy is a testament to the passion and resilience of young athletes, and his story underscores the importance of prioritizing their health and safety. These aren't just names, they're lives, stories, voices that made us laugh, cry, sing, and think. Whether through a screen, a song, or a slapstick sketch, they reached into our lives and left something behind. Let us know which star meant the most to you in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share this video to keep their legacies alive. And remember, fame fades, but impact doesn't. Thanks for watching.